this commercial break. NRI machining. The difficult we do right away, and the impossible will take a little longer. Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy is an independent retail pharmacy offering prescriptions, a full line of over-the-counter medication products, and gifts for family and friends. The pharmacy offers in-store pickup, drive-through pickup, and delivery. Contact us by phone at 740-259-0041 or visit our Facebook page.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Dirt Anarchy. You see them up here in the top left of the screen. And they're racing the Dirt Street Stocks tonight. So, they're going to be at Lanier. Got a couple guys out here doing practice on the track. If you guys have not yet checked out my YouTube video, my most recent one with the Dirt Oval carts, go and check it out. I think it was a pretty cool video. Had a lot of good feedback from it. I'm also on TikTok, so if you guys haven't checked out the new TikTok video, I'm about to put it up on the screen right now. Go ahead and check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Limaland in the dirt street stocks. Dirt Anarchy is out here ripping it around on the track. Got a decent little show for you tonight. Guys are out there qualifying. Michael Mitchell, you see him out there in the 4M. He is ready to roll. We'll take a peek at the sponsor page real quick. You can see him right there, Anarchy Custom Wraps and Designs, right underneath of Dirt Anarchy. Michael Mitchell, he's also down on the very bottom middle, 4M Customs. We'll go back out and watch his outlap. Out there for qualifying Michael Mitchell. We'll see what kind of time he puts up. His first lap of qual. Tony Martin pops up the quick time of a 14.366. Michael Mitchell, quick time with a 14.273. Michael Mitchell, your pole sitter with a 14.273. Tony Martin in second place, 14.422. Jester in third, 14.468. Got a couple more guys to qual here. We're going to get this race underway. If you guys are out here watching, thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for supporting the guys that are out here on the track, turning some laps. They love having their races broadcasted, especially whenever they got people out here watching them, family and friends. Just big thanks from them and from me for coming out here and supporting the guys and supporting me and everything that we do. Take a look at the sponsors real quick before we pop back over and we'll give you the official qual results. Dirt Anarchy up in the top left, that's who's running. Anarchy Custom Wraps and Designs, Michael Mitchell, 06 Racing Productions, David Garman, Buckwheats Customs, 4M Customs, Adrenaline Spike Designs, and NRI Machining. My sponsors include Blueprint Event Rentals and Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping over to the live screen. Give you the rundown. Michael Mitchell up top. Don't know if David Garman's going to race. Looks like he dropped due to packet loss. Hopefully he gets back in here. But Michael Mitchell up front with a quick time of a 14.272. In second place, the number 22 machine, Tony Martin, with a 14.336. Third place, Derek Jester with a 14.385. Fourth place, Mike Tucker with a 14.433. And fifth place, Eric Dillard, 14.740. We are a little short on people today, but that is all right. We're going to get everything figured out. Be a little bit of a smaller race today, but that's fine. I do sometimes enjoy the smaller races. It's a little bit more racy sometimes it's not, but it's a little bit easier from a broadcaster's perspective because I don't have to flip back and forth from all kinds of mayhem going on the track with 22 cars out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready to go. If you guys are out here watching, I know it's said it once, but I'll say it again. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate everything that the fan base does, coming out here and supporting the guys and supporting me. But definitely, if you guys have not checked out the Dirt Oval Kart section of Dirt Static Esports on YouTube, go and check that out. You just look it up on YouTube, Dirt Static Esports. Go to the playlists. I've got one made on there. It's a Dirt Static Racing Dirt Oval Kart Edition. So definitely excited for that. We've been out there working on the kart quite a bit. Did a lot of maintenance whenever we were out the track on the kart. It's nice to have a lot of guys out there supporting me, helping me out with a lot of the stuff going on. So had a big problem with the axle on Saturday. We ended up making a redneck bracket for it and fixing it, and got me back out on the track for the feature. Ran pretty good until my engine mount slid and chain got loose, so I had to pull off. But definitely had a great time whenever I went out there. We are just waiting for these guys to see. Maybe they will reconnect, maybe they won't. David Garman did come back. Don't know if he's going to lay down a qual lap or not. We got about a minute left until heat race number 1. We do only have 6 cars tonight, so we're going to be going into the first heat race. We're not going to be running a B main, and we are going to be jumping straight into the feature. They may or may not do a warm-up, let the track get a little bit more worn out before the feature starts. Not sure, but we're going to figure it out as we get there. I do not have the audio on, but we do now, so get that one all figured out. There we go. All right. I am on multiple different platforms as well, so Facebook, I'm on there now. It's usually where I pay attention to the comments the most. If you are watching, go over to Facebook and you can comment on there. Twitch, I do watch on there some. I try to. It's hard because I only have one phone and it's hard to switch back and forth, but you guys leave any comments anywhere, I'll try to get to them. If I don't, I apologize for missing them. But we are also on YouTube as well, live on YouTube. So looks like we are getting lined up for heat race number 1. We'll go over to the grid. Ladies and gentlemen, out on the track, Dirt Anarchy in the Dirt Street Stocks, ready to undertake heat number 1. Your quick time for tonight, starting in first place in the number 4M machine, Michael Mitchell. Starting outside pole in the 06, David Garman. In third place in the 22 machine is Tony Martin. In fourth, Derek Jester. In fifth, Michael Tucker. In sixth, Eric Dillard. Ladies and gentlemen, the cars are out there on the track. Lights are a little bright. Nighttime race. Don't know if we can see too well, but we can see good enough. Like I said, we are live on 3 different platforms. If you're out there watching right now or you're watching this at a later date, thank you so much for coming out. Drop a comment down below. Drop a like. YouTube, you can subscribe. Facebook, drop a like. Maybe a follow. Big thanks to anybody that's out there supporting us. And we're about to get this race underway. So, Michael Mitchell out front, leading the rest of the pack. You can see him there on the screen. Gotta hide some details there. That's alright. We'll fix that. Pace truck's dipped off. Green flag flies. Michael Mitchell taking off with a good jump. David Garman following close in behind. Looks like Martin did not make it out onto the track for heat race number 1. Michael Mitchell out front. A couple of different lines here. Mike Tucker trying to get down on the inside of Jester. Back there in fourth place. Michael Mitchell with a comfortable lead, 0.6 of a gap. Derek Jester trying to make the move on Garman. A 56 on the inside of the 06. David Garman, a little bit of contact with the wall. Going to straighten it back out. Got to be careful. The tires will pop on the wall. Good race so far. Derek Jester trying to work on the 06 of David Garman. David Garman, fast in a lot of different classes. Dirt street stocks. Don't see him in them much, but he's out here making his way. David Garman able to hold on to the high line above Jester. Michael Mitchell still with a comfortable lead, taking it up to a second gap. Guys behind him racing, letting Michael Mitchell run away. 06 pulling away, taking second place. Give you the rundown. Michael Mitchell out front, Garman in second, Jester in third, Tucker in fourth, and Dillard rounding out the top 5. Looks like Tony Martin did make it back out on the track. So 2 laps down, that's all right. Might shake it up a little bit. Oh, Tony Martin down into the tires. 22 doing a good job staying on the low on the raceway. Try to at least get some laps in. David Garman getting way up on the high side. Michael Mitchell still with a comfortable lead, riding the slider line, looks like. Slider line in 3 and 4. Looks like that's what's in. White flag's out. Michael Mitchell out front, David Garman in second, Derek Jester in third. They are going to come to the line in that order. Mitchell takes the checker. Michael Mitchell, your pole sitter for heat race number 1. Garman in second, Jester in third, Tucker in fourth, Dillard in fifth, Garman Martin rounding out the end of your field. So, warm-up is out. Did not do a B main. Car count was not high enough. So, these guys are going to come out here and do a little bit of a warm-up. Get the track worn in a little bit. Get a good feel for it. And we're going to look over the sponsor page. All right, guys are making it out there on the track. I would like to tell everybody that I did have a miniature procedure done. I know I've probably talked about it in the past, but been having small procedures done every 2 weeks. I had a cyst on my tailbone, had to get it removed. Left an open wound back there, so it's been causing a whole lot of issues and a whole lot of drama. But man, is it painful? You got to be kidding me. Yeah, it absolutely is screaming today, but out here broadcasting the race. Gonna make it through it, gonna do it anyway. Tony Martin in the 22 car did not get to make it out on to the heat race number 1 very long. Tony Martin and the Smoking Designs by Andy. Number 22 machine out there looking good in the yellow. Got some work cut out for him in the feature coming up. See if he can get it. David Garman is your second place finisher right there in the 06 car. The 06 Bullet. Sputz engines. Woo! That was close. Got about a minute and a half left in the warm-up. I know we look at it all the time, but I'll take a look at the sponsors again. The only reason why I do is because without all the people on this page and this league and me broadcasting would not be possible. Got a lot of support from a lot of different people out there making this thing happen. And it's an absolute blessing to have all these people on our team with Dirt Anarchy and myself and Dirt Static Esports. So, Dirt Anarchy, up here on the top left, Brandon Starnes, the man with a plan. Michael Mitchell's co-owner. You see him out here on the track in the 4M. He was a heat race winner for heat race number 1. So, we'll see if he can pull away victory. Rest of the guys down the road, 06 Racing Productions, is David Garman. We're focused in on him right now. See him there in the 06 Stutz Engines Bullet. Who else we got out there? Buckwheats Customs, NRI, Machining, Adrenaline Spike Designs, Chris Watkins, and Matthew Nasworthy are not here, but they are big sponsors. So, my sponsors include Blueprint Event Rentals and Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy. Blueprint is a great company. Do all kinds of ceremonial tents, and I believe blow-up houses. Maybe they did. My brother-in-law's or my brother is the one who owns the company, and he has been working on the Lucasville Drive-In. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go down and check out the Lucasville Drive-In. I do believe they played a movie on Saturday. Last Saturday, I was at the races, so I wasn't able to make it, but it was great to see that reopen and have some people down there watching movies. So it's fantastic. Drive-In's been closed for a long time, and they got it open now. So all right, jump over to the live screen, get the grid pulled up. These guys are ready to roll. This is going to be a 30-lap event. Starting out on pole, your heat race number 1, your fast qualifier for tonight. Can he hold on to it? The number 4M, Michael Mitchell. Starting out in second place, 06 Racing Productions in the 06 machine, David Garman Jr. In third place in the 56 machine, Derek Jester. In fourth place in the number 8, Michael Tucker. In fifth place, Eric Dillard. Number 33. And in sixth place, rounding out the end of your field, didn't get to make it out in the heat race. Got a couple laps in, but we're going to see what he can do in the street stock. Number 22, Tony Martin. Smoky Designs by Andy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Cars are out on the track, lined up, ready to go. Michael Mitchell, the man to beat tonight. He was fast in qualifying, fast in the heat race. We are going to see what he has in store for us. Oh, David Garman in the 06, starting outside pole, going to try to run him down. Deb Martin. Tony Martin got some fans out there tonight. Number 22, Deb Martin gives a shout out. Let's go, Tony Martin. Tony's starting from the back of the field. We'll see if he can make the climb. Green flag flies. Michael Mitchell in the 4M taking off. David Garman taking the high side. Derek Jester down on the low. Derek, little loose coming out of turn number 2. Gets the car down to the low side of the track. Does a good job staying out of everybody's way. That is going to make it hard for Derek. He's going to have to make up some room there. David Garman following close in behind Michael Mitchell. 2 in front, will of their own. Garman tap into the wall. Michael Mitchell doing a good job of hanging on to that middle line. This is a little bit of a different track to run. The corners are a little long, but David Garman is getting a huge run off that high side. Michael Mitchell's going to have his hands full with that 06 in behind him. Got a race out front. David Garman down on the low side. Ooh, trying to get a run. We'll take a look back through the field, give you the rundown. Michael Mitchell up front, Garman in second, Tucker in third. Tony Martin moved himself from 6th to 4th. Jester rounding out the top 5, and Dillard bringing up the rear. David Garman trying to run down Michael Mitchell. 2 of the quick drivers that are in Dirt Anarchy. Michael Mitchell's co-owner of the league with Brandon Starnes. David Garman is one of the administrators for Dirt Anarchy. Absolutely fantastic seeing them out here on the track, duking it out, trying to see who's the best racer. Good race out front so far. Tony Martin working the low line. Mike Tucker working the high line. Derek Jester trying to put his nose back up into the mix after a little incident off the start. David Garman on the inside of 4M, Michael Mitchell. Garman trying to work that low line, see if he can get by him. Get a little bit of a momentum off the top. Michael Mitchell coming around hot. David Garman hooking the low side. Michael Mitchell holding on to it up there by the wall. Looks like Mitchell's still the race leader, but they were neck and neck up across the flag stand. Excuse me. David Gorman might be pulling away with the lead. David Gorman into the tire on the bottom. Michael Mitchell's still going to be the race leader. Also a lot of momentum there. He's going to have to make it up in the next couple passes. Good race for the lead. There we go, a little shook up. Tony Martin moving on the inside of Mike Tucker. Tony Martin trying to poke his way up into the podium. Martin going to be your third place driver past the flag stand that time by. Tucker getting a little loose coming out of turn number 2. David Gorman trying to throw one back on Michael Mitchell. Got a lot of action in the street stocks all over the track. Give it a rundown. Mitchell still out front. Gorman trying to run him down. Mitchell with a comfortable half-second lead. At the moment, David Gorman is pretty fast. Third place, Tony Martin. Fourth, Jester. Fifth, Tucker. And sixth, Dillard. David Gorman doing everything he can to find a line around the 4M of Michael Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are out here watching, thank you so much for coming out. You pay attention down in the bottom left side of your screen. Got all the sponsors down there on a rotation. Blueprint Event Rentals is what you see down there right now. Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy is the next one. And those are my sponsors. Got all Dirt Anarchy sponsors on there too. Derek Jester making an inside move on the 22 of Tony Martin. They were door and door. Derek Jester with the slider, pulls away with it. Jester with a missing front bumper is still somehow getting that race car around the track. Tony Martin, door and door, the 56 of Jester coming around turn number 3. Turn number 2, excuse me. What a race they're putting on for us tonight, folks. Michael Mitchell still out front, half-second lead on Garmin. Garmin's still trying to work that low line. Michael Mitchell isn't running away with it. But Michael's getting a lot of momentum off that high side. There he goes screaming. Michael Mitchell ripping the top of the track. Tony Martin going to go try a high line for a little bit. See if that works for him in behind Jester. Mike Tucker in behind Tony Martin. Up on the high side. High side starting to work itself in now, folks. There, Michael Mitchell with a super high line way up on the track. See him up there on the top. Michael Mitchell trying to run that lip in. Doing a good job of it so far, leading. We're 21 laps into a 30-lap A main event in the Dirt Street Stocks. We have not had a caution yet. Drivers are doing an excellent job of holding on to the cars. Garmin still on the low side of Mitchell. Garmin trying to find a line, trying to find an edge up, trying to make this a race for the lead. 22 laps in, David Garmin's got a little bit of work to do and a lot of laps. 8 laps is a lot on the racetrack, folks. Car's pretty spread out now. Race is for first place. We're going to see who walks away with this checkered, Michael Mitchell or David Garmin. David Garmin hasn't let Michael out of a half-second gap the entire race. Doing a good job of reeling them in now. 3/10 of a gap is a gap I've seen for the last couple laps by. Michael Mitchell up here working a high line in. Tire wear is starting to come into effect. We're going to see these guys losing a little bit of grip. Trying to figure it out. Michael Mitchell taps the wall on the straight stretch, taps the wall in the corner. Trying to get a good run. That high side is a hard thing to run. 25 laps into a 30-lap A main event. Make that 26. David Garmin following suit up on the high line. He's been on the low line the entire race. Maybe he's trying to switch something up. Trying to get a run on the 4M of Michael Mitchell. Give you the rundown. Michael Mitchell out front. Garmin in second. Jester in third. Tucker in fourth. And Martin in fifth. Didn't see what happened there. Martin dropped back a couple spots. Hopefully he can get her hooked back up. David Garmin on the inside. Door and door across the flag stand with the leader. David Garmin trying everything he can to wheel this race car. They're almost neck and neck on the straight. David Garmin doing an excellent job of holding on to the low line. Michael Mitchell still getting a good run off the top. David Garmin's going to have to change something up here. 29 laps into a 30-lap event. Next time by, white flag will be out. David Garman, the super high line, trying to get a run with the cut down. Can he do it with the slider? David's going to run the high one more time. See if he can get it off. Can he get the slider off? Looks like David Garman may or may not. Nope. Checker flag's out. Michael Mitchell's going to be the race leader. 30 laps led. And a victory goes to the 4M of Michael Mitchell. David Garman coming in second place, your P2 finisher. P3 goes to Derek Jester in the number 56 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an excellent race. We are going to take a short break, and we will be right back with the interview process. Thank y'all for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, the drivers have just informed me that we need to go straight into the next segment. So we do not have time to get the interviews done. Maybe we'll catch up on them a week later, maybe not sure. But excellent job to the drivers. Michael Mitchell did a good job of holding on to the race lead for 30 laps. David Garman tried to fight him tooth and nail, but just couldn't get the race line around. Derek Jester started a little bit up front, had a shake off the start, and worked his way back up to the field for a P3 finish. So your P1 was Michael Mitchell, your P2 was Garman, and your P3 was Jester. An excellent job at all the racers here tonight. Thank you all for coming out. We are going to be at Fairbury, I do believe, and the 358's next. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next run. Thank you so much for coming out, and have a wonderful night.